the deadly track meet incident. A story still unfolding, it was supposed to be a normal day. Students from multiple Texas high schools had gathered for a track and field competition. Athletes prepared for their events, coaches organized their teams, and spectators filled the stadium. But before the day was over, one teenager would lose his life, and another would find himself at the center of a murder trial. According to testimony presented in court, rain had delayed portions of the event. Many students sought shelter under team tents around the stadium. One of those tents belonged to Memorial High School. Witnesses testified that 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, a student from another school, entered the Memorial team area and sat beside a friend. What happened next would become the focus of intense courtroom debate. Several witnesses stated that Austin Metcalf repeatedly asked Anthony to leave the tent. According to testimony, Anthony remained seated. Some witnesses later recalled hearing a warning, "Touch me and see what happens." Moments later, a confrontation occurred. Exactly how that confrontation unfolded remains disputed. Some students described it as a light touch or nudge. Others called it a shove or a forceful push. What everyone agrees on is that within seconds, a knife was used. Austin Metcalf suffered a stab wound to the chest. Panic erupted throughout the stadium. Students screamed. Coaches rushed toward the scene. First responders fought desperately to save Austin's life. But despite their efforts, he would not survive. As investigators arrived, officers quickly located Carmelo Anthony. Body camera footage, later shown to jurors, captured a powerful moment. According to testimony, Anthony reportedly told an officer, "I'm not alleged. I did it." The video also reportedly showed him becoming emotional and saying, "He put his hands on me. I told him not to." Those words would become central to the defense's argument. From the beginning, Anthony's attorneys have argued that he acted in self-defense. Over multiple days of testimony, jurors heard from students who witnessed the incident. Many accounts were similar, yet there were important differences. Some students believed the physical contact before the stabbing was minimal. Others described greater force. The defense focused heavily on these differences. They also highlighted the physical size difference between the two teenagers. One witness estimated Austin weighed significantly more than Anthony. Defense attorneys repeatedly asked witnesses to identify exactly where everyone was standing or sitting before the confrontation occurred. Meanwhile, prosecutors focused on a different question. Did the situation justify deadly force? Several student witnesses testified they did not believe the stabbing was an act of self-defense. Many identified Anthony as the aggressor. Jurors also viewed photographs of the knife recovered at the scene. Legal analysts noted that the knife's condition could become an important issue during trial. Another emotional moment came when body camera footage showed emergency responders attempting CPR on Austin. The courtroom reportedly fell silent as jurors watched the life-saving efforts unfold. As the trial continues, both sides are building their case. The prosecution argues the evidence points toward an unjustified killing. The defense argues that Anthony perceived a threat and reacted in fear. Now, the responsibility falls on the jury. They must determine what happened in those critical seconds beneath a rain-soaked stadium tent. Was it murder? Was it self-defense? Or was it something in between? The answers may ultimately determine the future of everyone involved. And for two families forever connected by tragedy, the search for justice continues.